fight the power like Big Chuck.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Check it, yo. I always be analyzing to see who's fake. People acting Janice, running around two-faced, talking behind my back until they put in their place. You're a two-course meal without saying grace on the internet. Talking shit through your fingertips, talking high power till your shine is eclipse. Trying to ride a wave until your mind is seasick. Cement shoes and your ankles tied with 3 bricks. This isn't Grand Theft Auto, this is real life. I will piss on your grave and throw dick to your wife. This is a warning mixed with some advice. You might be king, but I'm the ace of spades, and you just reneged. This is food for thought, bitch, eat a grenade. This is what people want, to be treated like dirt. I tried being humble, but that was absurd. All the brainless bitches flock together like birds, pecking for crumbs until they merge with the crossroads and chuck the demi-urge. I think they had enough, I took the trash to the curb. Let the torture begin and watch them burn. Here's the urn.
It's hard to keep it real with fake people. They can take love, mix it with hate, and make evil. I'm staring at 50 shades of gray people. It's a grand deception, like K-Reno. They are who they say they isn't. On the internet, spreading everybody's business through a troll account. Talking foul, not knowing what goes around comes around. The flat out truth is the energy change when I come around. I guess London Bridge is falling down. Hey people, stall him out. We know all about the narrative painted to control the clout. They gatekeepers trying to stop the ones trying to awake people. HOTC.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace, the Dark Chameleon. Peace of the Listen, check it, yo. It was a cold April morning under the constellation Aries. The moon was 85% under the luminaries. From the celestial waters to the womb my soul was carried. Then my mother gave birth to a warrior and visionary. But when I speak this truth, I feel like nobody hears me. Every once in a while, I get sight to someone blind, floating on the globe in the heliocentric lie. Dilate your pupils the more you open your eyes. The truth is sitting in plain sight like a disguise. Until my mother's death is revenge, I won't feel satisfied. It haunts me when I think about the phone call when she died. A river worth of tears shed from my eyes. So I looked up at the sky and I asked God why. It's been 21 years, I'm still waiting for a reply. Since birth I've been at war, the attack our undeveloped minds. Indoctrination camps making us dumb, deaf and blind. I'm always thinking solutions, we are running out of time. The dirty witchcraft is weak, I see through all the lies. I clearly analyze all the symbols and the signs. When I connect dots, the truth starts to align. The people are the power, you can never eclipse my shine. I say the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. They say hell burns and there's a one-way ticket for me. You create your heaven or hell whether or not you believe. I'm God and Satan, I have to balance out my chi. One day these seeds I plant will bloom so you can be all you can be. Never give up and always hold your head high, cause you are God, there's no need to look to the sky. So, I figured out who that person was yesterday. I think it's kind of odd that I talked about a few things, and 6 hours later, this certain individual goes live and tries to counter what I was talking about. Well, first off, I never got any information from this person that the black man had white slaves. First off, that came out of a black person's mouth. That was Cherokee. And said on their farm they had European slaves. I didn't get any of that information from a fucking picture. But who cares about that slavery shit? It would, you know. If I talk about history, people be like, Chuck, why don't you talk about the melanated people? And if I talk about the melanated people, people be like, oh, you're, what was the word they used yesterday? You're, exploiting my people. Like, anyway, people that troll, it's a sign of a weakness to me. But yeah, who cares about those people, right? At least I don't. What's up, fools and tools? How are you today? Look at this beautiful castle I found. This thing is freaking awesome. With a little city inside it. Yeah, people like to say my people a lot too. Like, damn, I didn't know they owned them. Yeah, but the trolls honestly don't bother me. I just, you know, I'm gonna do a live stream one day. It's gonna be, what's worse, black supremacy or white supremacy? I'm doing good. Thank you. Just grateful to open my eyes another day. Life is precious, man. It's too short. Yeah, people got mad yesterday when I said black people exploit they use the white man as a crutch to extort their own people, or not even extort, rob them for money. And the so-called white man does the same shit too. But like I said yesterday, I'm gonna end it with this because I'm not gonna stay on this topic. It's just too, I don't know, it's too low vibrating. But if I call out the so-called white people, it's fine. But as soon as I start calling out other people, because a lot of people don't call them out, they need to be called out. But I do that once in a while. I'm mostly here to talk about architecture, and I'm really interested in a lot of Moorish architecture. They have such beautiful architecture, and they were so in tune with something that we're not in tune with today.
Yeah. Well, I listen to a lot of Wu-Tang, and then if you look into the 120 lessons or the Supreme Alphabet or a lot of 5% knowledge of self, they believe the white man's the devil and came from the Caucasus Mountains, or they say the white man's got monkey genes in. It's just whatever. And the so-called white man does it the same thing. So I look at it as they work together behind closed doors. The so-called white and black man, they work together behind closed doors, but they're creating chaos for us to argue, and they get joy out of it to see us arguing with each other, because the minute we don't argue with each other, and when I say come together and work together as a unit, I don't mean live with each other and fucking like, I mean for a common cause, to work as, in peace, to expose the evil. That's about it. Once that happens, their paradigm falls apart, but they're doing a good job keeping their paradigm together. I've seen it all, like I said yesterday, and I'm gonna leave it there. I've seen all types of racism, and to me, racism is just you got to be either raised and put mentally in that position, and that's all you know, or you're just fucking ignorant. To not like someone because they're darker or lighter, to me, it's so like, oh wow, they're darker than you. Who gives a fuck? Like, huh? That's why you don't like the person? To me, that's fucking ridiculous. But let's get into some real topics here. Yeah. I really think I know who that was that came in here yesterday. It's no coincidence 6 hours later this person went live. And this certain individual says he has no problem with the white man, but is always talking shit about the white man. I don't know, I'm confused. The so-called white man. Hold up. You ever see this in Manhattan, New York? On a certain day of the year, this comes up. It's very interesting how this wasn't designed by mistake either. Let me see. I think this has to do with it. Boom. Huh. So in December happens, March, and June. So every 3 months, it looks like, because it says the sun rises from the east, and it goes straight overhead of the street and sets. And it does this in many different cities too, also, which is very, very interesting. It's called the Manhattan something. I'm gonna get into it in a minute. This architecture is fucking amazing. And if I'm not mistaken, this right here is the blueprint to it. As you could see, the building in the center is shaped like a person. Most people don't know that a lot of architecture mimics the realm we live in. It mimics the woman's womb. It mimics the titty, the domes, and it, and it mimics. I said the human body. Yeah, the womb, the titty, everything that has to do with life, the realm, and the human body. And I think the Moors played a big part with the supreme architecture. This is supposed to be the earth chakra. Sorry for the noise, but I gotta put the AC on, man. It's hot. It's like 90 degrees. I gotta cool it down up in here real quick. And I like to look into these old electric parks too. It's just odd to me that it seems World War I was like a major part of a reset. Look at this clown right here. I can't stand this dude. And look at the star in his forehead. He's a Satanist for sure. They said when he went to China, he was pooping and farting in the hot tub, and the Chinese women were calling him nasty in Chinese in the background of the video. But he didn't know what they were saying because it wasn't in English, obviously. But they were dissing him. They said he stinks and he was pooping. That's wild stuff. Chuck, you're racist, bro. You're racist, man. What's this lady's name? I think people should check her out. Let me get her name. Hold up. All right, sorry about that. Damn. Her name's Michelle Gibson. You know, I think it's wild though that other people, right? I never say anything. When I'm in other channels, and all they do is say the white man, the white man, the white man. But if I bring up one melanated piece of shit that's robbing people, I seem to press people's buttons. But today's the last day I'm talking about any of that shit. I'm sticking with stuff I like to talk about: architecture, energy, the higher self, and all that. Once in a while I might talk about it, but yesterday was the last day, and today I might bring it up once in a while just to piss people off, because I see it's their weakness. Just because I see things one way, you know, it bothers people. So once in a while I might bring it up just to piss people off. I know I'm childish, but yeah, it's just funny like that. See, but anyway, this river right here is in Virginia, and there's tons of rivers like this in Connecticut, which have this stone. It's almost like the way this is like a leveled in steps. It's almost like this thing was like something happened to it. There's major damage, obviously. I just can't see rocks just forming like this. It's almost, they were put there. Now, I watched some of Michelle Gibson. She's been researching this for a long time. And she talks about the Moorish technology and the Moorish architecture and how supreme it is. And she also talks about the U.S. or America. What's up, S? Peace. And the Moors paved the road for a lot of architecture here. You know, that's just what it is. I don't look at it as people being dark or light. I just look at it for what it is. Much respect to the Moors and their supreme architecture. It's like frozen music. Matter of fact, it's not like, it is frozen music. All right, let me turn that off. I'm going to open the panel in a minute. But yeah, these riverbeds and stuff, I just wonder, because if you think about it, there's no way people came from Europe and started digging this up with fucking wheelbarrows and horses. They would still be doing it probably. It's hard for people to fathom technology back in them days. And the people who so-called rule this place are not just so-called white people. I think there's all sorts of people from all over working together. And they've literally watched the true so-called, I'll call it history, the past, and they rewrote it to confuse everybody. They make people believe they're these, you know, they tell all children are born into sin, and just to make you feel lesser of yourself. It's easier to control somebody when you beat them down mentally. Psychological warfare to me is more effective than physical warfare. And it's more detrimental. Because physical pain and marks will heal up and go away. Mental scars will always remain. It's always forever embedded into your memory. And they know this. Let me drop the link one time in case people want to come up. Yeah, I hope that person from yesterday comes back today. I bet you they won't come up because I know who it is. Well, it's up. I said 5 people yesterday, but I got it down to 2 or 3. But I'm pretty sure I know who it is for sure, for sure. Because that's what they do. Let's see this picture. Boom. Look at this monstrosity. Look at this mud flutter. Another butter. A mudder flutter. Let's see. Let's pull some of these pictures up. Damn, I could have sworn. Okay. Yeah, I've been putting my boots to the ground a lot lately too. I've been really out looking for architecture and just out and about. Hopefully this week I got a couple more spots along these railroad tracks where there's some buildings buried and some. I'm always looking for like stuff in the woods. Yeah, what the fuck was the British doing over here? That's another thing. The British had a big presence here. The punk ass British. And I mean the soldiers. I'm not talking about all British people. I mean the soldiers that came here and were just slaughtering people. The British wanted to be American bad, huh? I'm joking. But yeah, the British had a huge presence. My friends try to tell me the Red Sox, I think, were created by British. The baseball team, Boston Red Sox, you know, the British. And I'm a Red Sox fan. My friends try to tell me you're a Yankee, not a... I'm neither. I'm just me. All right. It's supposed to be Coney Island, but I just don't see it. Oh, there it is. No, that ain't Coney Island. That can't be. See, I thought I downloaded a clearer picture of this. I screenshotted it, then scanned it, and downloaded a different one, but obviously it didn't. Right. This is some Moorish architecture. Inside, it's so beautiful and supreme, it's unbelievable. And then you got this, buildings. I mean, look at this. Amazing stuff. Amazing. All right, it says Prince Madoc, or Prince Madoc, King Arthur's second brother, came from America in 650 AD from Wales. Yeah, I was thinking about this timeline too. I think we're in the year 1025. Hold on, let me send this link to somebody. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. So many people that used to come here and just disappeared, which is kind of good. I'd rather than do it now. Trying to cut milk out of my diet. Milk and cheese. I love cheese. That's going to be a big issue. I'm drinking black coffee from now on. I'm going to replace black coffee with mushroom tea very soon this week. Let's see if I could find Luna Parks in the United States. You know how many Luna Parks, electrical Luna Parks that were in the United States? Oh my God. If you look it up, if you're ever bored. And definitely look up that lady's link I put. She is loaded with information on how this realm is just energized through the ley lines and everything. I'll do worldwide. Let's see what we get. The timeline has definitely been altered, yes. I think, like, I was born in the year 981, not 1981. Luna Park in Coney Island. There's a Luna Park in Sydney, Australia. Melbourne, Australia. Now, yesterday I showed, let me pull these up again, because this also has me thinking a lot too. These grid marks, thanks to, well, I've seen them on Google Earth, these grid marks. They're everywhere. New Mexico, Australia, probably everywhere. But those are the two I could say for sure. The U.S. and Australia. I've seen them in the deserts. These type of grids. That DNA strand looking thing is almost a figure 8 too, which is. But yeah, and these giant. I mean, look at this clip. This so-called mountain, right? I was looking at it carefully. And you could see grid marks in it, I'll call them, or lines, like they were bricks. 4-sided pyramid at that. Structures just don't appear out of the fucking ground. I remember me and what's his name had a debate on that. He's trying to tell me Titan tree stumps don't exist, they're rocks. But what's a rock? The one in Sydney in the early late 70s, there was a fire and set, wow. And it was a ritual. Wow. You know what's crazy? Isn't it not interesting but odd how a lot of these old, so I'll call them landmarks, are these large fires. And I don't think they're natural fires either. Because a lot of these buildings cannot be burned. They're fucking made of all sorts of heavy stone, quartz, yeah, these fires, like London, 1666, there was the plague, followed up by that big fire. Or was the fire, right, to get rid of all the bodies All them bones that are under London, I think it's London. And those bones can't be that old either. Bones don't last nothing but 50 years, and they turn to dust unless they've been coated with something or altered. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb white boy. Yeah, I think a lot of them are tree stumps. They're so. I seen the other day, and I think I took a screenshot of it. It was a house in the center of a tree stump in the ocean. You know, if they got a time machine, they need to let me take a trip. I would love to see this place when it was actual physical heaven. When this place had titan trees and tall people living here and people were at peace. I personally know this place was at peace at one time until some piece of fucking shit crawled out of an elephant's ass. What the hell? Master Carpenter Combs, yeah. Master Carpenter / Farmer states that Napoleon Bonaparte, or is it Bonaparte, is a Combs related to P. Diddy. Yeah, that shit with Eminem when he said he took a P out of the word rapper. It took me a couple times to listen to it to get it, because I'm a little slow sometimes when I'm stoned. He took one of the P's out of rapper and called him a raper. Yeah, that Diddy and Diddy and what's the other dude? I always forget his freaking name. That white dude, Epstein. I think all that's just distractions to make it look like they're doing something about the diddlers, but they're the diddlers that are supposedly putting the diddlers in prison. I mean, the people that are putting diddlers in prison allegedly are diddlers. They're all working together to create an illusion. They're not fixing no problem. They're still diddlering and fucking, yeah. They're creating these illusions and distractions while they bring in digital money and fuck everyone over when your money just goes poof. How much you bet the banks are going to disappear and everyone's money with it? That's what happened to my gramps in his days. People were in soup lines. They lost everything. But what the people should have did back then was fuck somebody up. Instead, they stood in soup lines. And I don't mean burn down cities and shit. You know, I mean hold the people accountable that did it. Burning stuff down don't really do much. But fuck self over in the end. No, I am a Combs. I'm not. Oh, my bad. My fault. My apologies. Yeah, I didn't mean no disrespect by that, because that is disrespectful. I don't even know if, you know, Diddy has suspicious stuff, but from what I hear, the liquor company owes Diddy a lot of money, so I could only imagine what these people are capable of doing. Luna Park. Oh yeah, I didn't finish. There's a Luna Park in Cleveland, Denver, Egypt. Damn. Fuck AI mode. All right, let's try this Luna Park in Australia. I like Melbourne, Australia. We'll go there first. Because Melbourne, Australia has a lot of old architecture, period. Yeah, a master carpenter. And that's one of my favorite trades is carpentry and painting. Sheetrock a little bit. Sheetrock's actually harder. Maybe not nowadays because they got a lot of tricks. They got these like things that you could. And back in the days when I started sheetrock when I was 17, 18, I had to hold that shit above my head walking on planks. And that shit's heavy. But nowadays they got those things that you could wheel up to the ceiling. So you don't got to hold it over your head. And anyway, and my teacher would fucking walk on stilts, a French guy, no joke. This dude was sick. Nowadays, there's loopholes, but still. Now, I personally think the Moors were master masons. They mastered the mathematics of the universe. That's why their architecture is supreme. There's like, even the lady was saying when I was watching the video this morning that there's no mistakes in their architecture. And it's true. They were like supreme mathematicians. Once you know the universal, I don't want to say universal math because math is man-made, but how could I put it? If you know the code of the universe, man, you're in. That makes sense. You gotta be, I don't know. I think, I've seen a lot too. A lot of channels are lately have been focusing on the white and black thing. What do y'all think is up with that, dude? You think these channels are like trying to divide people up or trying to start this so-called white and black beef? How's it been? How many years it's been? 50 years and people are still bickering back and forth. The Melbourne ones, boring and small. The one in Sydney was bigger. Okay, I'm gonna check that one out. I gotta pull it up on the screen. The bloodlines of Manning Combs. Can I Google Manning Combs? I'm gonna Google them. Hold on. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch over to my laptop. Man. What happened to the background? Alright. Interesting. I think it's wild that even in Sydney, it looks just like New York. Let me look up Manny Combs and see what we can find. Hey, what happened?
Got something right here, but I don't think. It says Cornelius Manning Combs, 1871, 1934. Venetia LeSean Pooh Manning. So those are two last names. Baltimore, Maryland was a mecca for so-called, well, it's a mecca for melanated people. That's the word I'm going to use from now on, instead of black. Now for white people, I'm just going to call them crackers. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I prefer to just say man or woman. But we're taught when we describe someone, what were they, black or white? Like, my mother didn't teach me that black and white shit. School did. Dumbass school. Damn, 1871. Huh. Damn it, I got no room here. Let's see. 1600s. Moorish architecture. Persian and Islamic. Melbourne.
Look at that masterpiece. Prayer Hall. The mosque. Vakil Mosque. Man, it's quiet. Anyway, fuck this shit. I thought more people would have came through than this. It's alright. Let me jump back on my Fizzon. Ha! Ma! There we go. Damn. Fucking A, dude. You hear that lady coughing? There's always some lady. She coughs so loud. I think she got, what's up, Tommy Rogers? I think she got, lung issues. I wonder what would happen if... No. Well, yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Yeah, that thing on Manhattan is pretty dope. Crikey, mate. Let's see, what the fuck is this, dude? Yeah, I showed that people watch yesterday's video. That fucking airplane, definitely. There's definitely something in the sky. It looks like the chemtrail. It's the cameras making the chemtrail look different. And this is the guy that created that face. If people know who Gorilla Nems is in Coney Island, he uses that logo on his gorilla gear. Bet you didn't have no issues back in the day. I don't know. History, or his story is just it's so complicated and nothing lines up right. The dates are all fucked up. But there's tons of these electric parks. The question is, did they transform these into electric parks? Could they have been something else? This is supposed, I know what this is. It's supposed to be this video I was watching, the edge of the moon. I can't see shit. There's some lady camping. I don't know why the picture looks. There's supposed to be something standing over there. So much for that, eh? Yeah, now we're talking. I think it's funny how their tongues stick out. Is that supposed to be like chaos? Their tongues sticking out, sort of like what's that deity with her tongue sticking out? I think she likes to lick Chochita. I gotta go back and dig up this thing I found. See, this is what I was showing yesterday in the video. You see that line? That's a fucking chemtrail for sure. And it starts right here. You see that chemtrail up top? Well, I don't know. The number might be in the way. But right above the triangle fighting jet, there's that chemtrail line. And it turns into this dark line. Now, people are saying, oh, it's a wire for the camera. But that's impossible. Because that's in the fucking sky. Way above the stadium. So, I don't know if it's the camera making the chemtrail look different or what. But, yeah, that's not a fucking wire. But anyway, I gotta go dig this thing out right here. I bet you in this spot that I found in the woods, behind this old abandoned church in the woods, it's like on this one-way street, and at the end of it, it's abandoned church, and then I showed it, a picture of it, and then behind the church is like Amtrak. So, and then there was something there, but they buried it in. And they obviously buried a lot of artifacts like this. It's almost all in the ground right here. But I really want to dig it out. This is like some old school plant, like table or something. If I had a pickup truck, I would take that bitch, clean it up, and give it to someone with a house that appreciates architecture. I'm pretty sure there's more gems But I gotta get a metal detector. I wonder what Flat Earth Nation would think about this picture right here. There's this lady throwing up the W. What side? Is that a man? Yeah, that's a fucking dude, bro. She got that long face. That's a dude. If a woman got hands that long, they're longer than mine. That's scary stuff when a woman's got hands. Like, she looked like Rebecca Lobo's cousin. What's up, Jay Heighton? How's everything? Oh, you know, Master Carpenter? Cool. I like to see new people come by. It's awesome. Yeah, the other day, someone came here. I think he was from Britain. That was awesome. Like I said, I like when new people come by and share the same interest I do, like architecture and spiritual stuff, even religious stuff. Jay Heighton. I'm just too busy with my hands. Thanks, Jay Heighton. Peace to Jay Heighton. I mainly do this because I like to do it, but I also do it for the people who enjoy. I like to put boots to the ground too. What's that? Paul, not Paul and Slade, but the other Paul Cook. He puts his boots to the ground too. Pictures are pictures. Yeah, I get it. But, oh, as a matter of fact, I got a new picture. Hold on. I was looking at some building this morning. Fucking thing's always booting me out. Alright, let's pull this picture up. This building is awesome. It's in Hartford, and I just couldn't help but to stare at it this morning. People probably think I'm nuts. And I also was back at the spot in the woods. It's like on the side of the railroad tracks or Amtrak. And I was looking at these holes in the ground, these burrows. And I was going to stick my head in there. That's how big it was. But I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not like the guy who would wrestle alligators or crocodiles. Dealing with the world's most dangerous crocodile. And he'd fucking kiss its nutsacks and shit. That dude was crazy. This couldn't be a snake. It's probably who else lives in the ground? A beaver? Nah, they're near water. A platypus? Nah, not a squirrel. If that's a snake, we got a problem. Maybe a baby fox? They bore holes. Tongue sticking out is one of the symbols, like covering one eye or the devil's hand sign and on. Okay. Yeah, because I thought it meant chaos too, because I forgot that statue with her tongue sticking out. It's a damn. I gotta look it up. It's gonna drive me nuts. Kali or Cali. It's Kali. Yeah, it's Kali. She has her tongue sticking out, meaning chaos. But this is the building. Look at this beauty. I wish I could zoom in. I should have sent it to my laptop to where I could zoom in. But at the top, you could see like it's got the 4 pillars at the top. I think that's pretty interesting. And then it's got the white and red stripes, just like the power stations do. Now, there's a power station about 5 blocks from here. It's on the other. No, it's probably across from the Capitol. It's like I go by it on the bus. The train goes by it. Goes by it too. But see the train station's to the right over here. You can see the building right there. That's the train station, Amtrak. It goes from New York to Boston. The mean streets of Boston. But the train station, people are like, oh, it's probably, yeah, it's old, but it's I don't know. It looks like they stripped it down. It's pretty lame. There's really nothing spectacular about it. I went inside. It's just all sheetrocked and they fucked it up. Now, one train station I always loved when I was a teenager and they locked me up in New Haven, I was in that home. I used to take the train home. Like I used to get 1 weekend pass a month, and you had to like make the certain level. It was hard, but I remember going into New Haven train station, and you would have to go underground to go catch the train. You had to go under the tracks and come up on the other side. But screw that. The train station itself is amazing. The ceilings are super high. It reminded me of like a mini Penn Station. Marble floors. Just amazing. You could tell the building was something else. I don't think it was a train station the entire time. My plan is this month coming up, I'm going to New Haven. I might take the train down there. I want to go look at like the Skull and Bones architecture and the library. Back in the 90s, this was 95, 96. From 95 to 97, I remember I came home in 97. So from 95 to 97, I was in that place for 2 years. All the architecture, I had no clue what I was looking at. I was still a baby then. But now I look back and I had a privilege to probably a lot of stuff has changed since then. It's been 30 years about. And also on the way to look at some of these buildings, there's more buildings to the left I'm going to go look at. I spotted, but I didn't have time. But there's tons of buildings. I don't know if people saw the pictures I took last week. Let me pull some up for those that probably missed out. Crikey, mate. Yeah, but this building, just the pillars on the top, like you can't see like everything, but there's a lot of detail in this building. And there's a few buildings in Hartford that have these stripes. And even at the bottom there, you see it's kind of like Moorish architecture a little bit, where it's got the dome-shaped top looking, not dome, but and this building is literally up the street from here. If you turn, like, say you're looking at this building, if I turned around, you could see this building right here. This is a disability courthouse, I think. It's a federal courthouse, put it that way. It's got these, see those big eagles on the top? And things are huge. They're taller than me. Those eagles are made of complete stone. They're amazing. And they're huge. I mean, look at these pillars. Those little doors look out of place, don't they? Look how big the fucking windows are. I mean, whoever built this was not an average sized person. I don't care what nobody says. Why would you make your windows so huge? I've heard all the arguments. Well, they didn't have electricity back then, so sunlight had to get in. People come up with anything to deny the fact people were 13 feet tall, 15 feet tall. Now, anything bigger than that, I don't know. But there's definitely proof of 15 feet tall and less. And that's facts. Then this is from the Capitol's entranceway. Now, I don't know if that's a man or a woman, but it pretty much looks like a man-woman. I wonder what pronouns this person would use. You know how many different cities have this type of this is on the entranceway to the Capitol. That alone, this Capitol right here, this castle of beauty. Now, I said this is the best Capitol in the States. I kind of take that back. It's one of the best because I've seen the old school. If I'm not mistaken, it was San Francisco or Los Angeles, one of those two. But man, because I think it was San Fran. Which one burned down? Was it San Fran? I think it was San Fran because the one in San Francisco had the Capitol, and then it had other buildings that went with the Capitol, like a freaking outfit. And then across from the Capitol is this building right here, which is a theater. Then you got Pulaski. That's Pulaski on the statue. And the odd thing is about that, if you go down Capitol Ave, that's what that is right there, that street. If you go straight down Capitol Ave, there's another statue of Pulaski at the other end. The same as this, facing up the street. So I don't know why they have those. Maybe that's a route he took. But yeah, this building is a nice building too. And then the building next to it is this right here. Which it kind of looks like, you know, they took a lot out of this. It kind of like, I don't know, modernized it. But there's another building that looks like this. I got to get pictures of it. And it has all, if I turned around and walked to the right, no. If I just walked to the right up this road, there's more buildings. The courthouse. It's literally got copper trim all over the outside, and it's tarnished as shit. It's like bluish green, but it's all copper trim. A lot of it. I'm gonna get the picture tomorrow. I'm gonna go over there and take some more pictures. And then you got this building they're fixing right here. This building is right next to this. as you could see it over there to the left, is this building. I mean, there's tons of these buildings just everywhere. This is a beauty. I like this building. I would love to go on the roof. I mean, they got all these like walkways on the roof and stuff. They're not there for nothing. Don't that kind of look like an upside down 5-pointed star above the doorway there, above the 20? Or am I bugging? But either way, they're renovating that building. And then I happened to find this. I showed this yesterday. I don't know what this means, but this was in New Britain, Connecticut. It was above a convenience store. And there's another one of these to the right of it, but it was covered with vines. I don't think I've ever noticed it, and I grew up in New Britain. I don't remember this being there, but obviously it's been there. So whoever renovated the building left this for some reason. And then this building's in Hartford. It's got your 2 pillars that you walk through. But I've always wondered why they put, what are these things called? The sand things? Shit. God damn it. I can't think of it, what they're called. What are these things called? That have the sand in them. Anyway, I think it's odd that they would put those. A lot of these architectures in Hartford have pillars. Just like the building I've showed many times that has a Masonic floor outside. It has the 2 water fountains for the pillars. I wanted to put that as my background. But yeah, I'm gonna go to that building next. I'm gonna go inside it. I'm gonna go in. I'll probably try to go in tomorrow and see what the security guy says. I'm like, hey, can I look around and take pictures? If he tries to tell me no, I'm like, no, my taxes pay for this shithole. I think it's a government building. Let me see if I got damn. Let me see if I got pictures. I don't know if they got lost in my other phone. But yeah, Hartford, Connecticut is filled with beautiful architecture, just like New Haven. Time to put some boots to the ground. There's a couple other cities I want to go to in Connecticut. To be honest, I want to go to Boston too. I heard there's a lot of like cobblestone streets and yeah. I do have a picture somewhere. Oh, maybe I don't. Dude. I have to go take more. I probably, no, it would have shown up here. Damn, I wonder, it's probably on my laptop. Well, this building is my favorite. And this the other building I was talking about. I just so happen to have the picture right here that has the stripes in it. Which somebody had mentioned this could be Energy Station. And across the street from where that thing is buried is this building. Well, it's not a building. Piece of a castle that's left. Because there's like 7 other churches in Hartford that have the same get up. But they call this a water tower anyway. See, you can't beat the architecture in Hartford. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna bore y'all with. What's up, Craig?
Hey, what's shaking?
Not much.
Hey, I want to go back into this gypsy stuff that you were talking about the other day. I missed out on it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't. Damn, yeah, that's right.
I don't know anything about gypsies.
Me neither. I think that was that guy from Britain that came up. Was it Britain or London?
I don't know.
Something like that.
It was 3 letters. He started with a K.
I told him to come back.
Yeah.
But he probably won't because other people ruin it.
Yeah,
That's
Cage
why-
kind of shit. Cage kind of shit the bed on that one.
Yeah. Because people be hating on me, man. I don't know why. They'd be jealous or something.
No, that's a whole new deal, man. I want to check that out. Gypsies
Yeah.
and
You know
the
how many
nomads.
people, Craig, I've had come up here that have never been here before, and then they never come back because other people fuck it up. So for now
Yeah.
on, when I have new people up, you know, I got to make sure no one's up here that's going to ruin it. I swear people be hating on me, man. Not you, I'm just saying other people. They just be
No,
secretly
well, sometimes they don't mean it, you know? It just happens, right?
hating. I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, I was really getting interested. I never heard about gypsies and stuff before.
I have,
But-
but not like he was explaining, which was pretty cool. I hope he comes back because you're right. It was interesting.
Well, it's a total different perspective, you know? I mean, I've never heard it. Ever.
Yeah, and so Alma was in the chat, and she knew a few things about gypsies too, which was pretty cool. So Alma lives overseas. I forgot I think the Netherlands, somewhere around there.
Uh-huh.
And when he was talking about the gypsies, it made me think about my German Polish ancestors. I always forget about my father's side because my father wasn't in my life, but he was Italian and Lithuanian, I think. I'm sure about the Lithuanian and Italian. Yeah. And then I got my grandma and grandpa, which is German and Polish.
Well, you always got to wonder, you know, I got a lot of family back east, and it's like, why do they live in that shithole climate? Because they were born there. Why would you go there? Why would you stay there? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you get the hell out of there?
Yeah, great grandparents left Germany in the 1890s to come to America. And when I seen Germany in the 1890s before they fucking totally leveled it and hit all the old school architecture for the most part, they leveled all of Germany. I was like, man, I'm kind of glad they left because maybe we wouldn't exist if they didn't. But man, at least they got to live in the beautiful Germany when it was Deutschland. Germany's a newer name. It wasn't even Germany. It was Deutschland or something like that.
Deutschland, Prussia.
Persia,
I just remember my uncle lives in Connecticut, and it's like he's got to plan out the whole summer. I mean, they only got so many days of good weather, you know?
Yeah.
Here in Phoenix,
we had
it's
a
like
shitty summer this year. It's pretty cool this summer this year. It's kind of shitty.
Here in Phoenix, I never turned on my fucking heater this year at all. It was on AC, and AC ended in like early November, and it came back on in late February. I never used the heat. Never touched the heater, man. It was just on AC the whole time. It just didn't run.
Jay Hyten said, I have an engineering architectural degree, and I was disappointed when I went to my first job to find out that everything I had to design was by computers and not by hand in square minimum designs. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I've always loved architecture. I wanted to be an architect when I was young. First a fireman, and then when I realized I had to go in the fires, I wanted to be an architect. I don't know. Even when I was doing carpentry and we turned a 6-family into a 3-family, I always asked questions and would look at blueprints and learned how to read blueprints. Like, I was always trying to advance myself. Even when I did sheetrock, painting, all hands-on work, I love it because it's like, it's not like it. It's a craft. It's artwork. And now you're right. Things are by computers. So really, is it a craft anymore? Because the computers are doing all the crafting. The skill is like pretty much gone. Everything's going to become 3D printing and all. Like even houses are made in fucking factories and then they're delivered in a piece now. They're not built on the site much anymore. They're delivering the fucking houses. It's ridiculous.
I don't know, Chuck. You asking questions, that's a problem.
Nah. Yeah, you know that. Peace, eyes wide shut. Yeah, I figured that out too in school. When you challenge the teacher, it's not a good thing. But I still would challenge the teachers. I didn't give a fuck.
I don't know. I was super shy till I was like 8 years old, and then I just unleashed some shit, and I didn't give a damn anymore.
A lot of our generations was like that. The 80s,
I wouldn't even,
and even the 70s.
I wouldn't even ask to go to the bathroom. I'd just sit there and hold it, and when I couldn't hold it, I'd pinch it.
I hated school. It was so boring. I always thought to myself, I could do so much more with life than sit in this shithole.
I don't know. There was this guy, Freddie. There was this guy, Freddie. He could piss on the ceiling.
He should have been called Fred P. No, that was stupid. Yeah, architecture nowadays is like stacking squares. When you look at the old school architecture, and I'll call it the old world architecture, the Moorish architecture, or whatever label they want to put on it, you can tell, like I always say, I've said this a million times, you could tell these people were masters at what they did. They put their heart and soul into it, and it's almost like they didn't. It wasn't a job. You know, like people. To me, there's a lot of mistakes on job sites because you're crushed for time. You got to get it done quick.
Yeah.
These people didn't make mistakes. They took their time and they did it right. There was no mistakes. They had
They
all
did
the
it with
time in the
honor.
world to do it. Yeah. And
They
that's
were
what I
proud of
respect.
what they did.
Yeah. And they told
I-
the
I was-
stories in architecture.
I was a house framer for like 4 years. And man, we did the blow and go, man. We were building Cracker Jack homes.
Hmm.
The Mexicans would come out and lay the
Mexicans are
concrete.
good at architecture. They're good. Mexicans.
Oh,
They're
they
really good.
do the concrete at like 3:30 in the morning. We'd show up at 5:30, and we could use a nail gun. We didn't have to use cut nails to fucking put the braces in. We just hit the nail gun with the concrete. It was fantastic, you know. 4 hours after the concrete was poured, we were working on it. But if you got to drive those cut nails into the concrete, man, you got to hammer that shit out, man. It's a lot of work.
Get a 22 caliber gun. You know, one of them nail guns, 22 caliber ones, and go right into the concrete.
Yeah, the Healthies,
Yeah,
the Ram sets.
yeah. They
Those
come
were
with
great.
Yeah, I worked with this Mexican guy. I worked for this bus company up here in Connecticut, DACO. I worked third shift.
Uh-huh.
I didn't deal with school buses. It was like the coach buses, the $1 million buses they had where you could rent out. This guy's millionaire used to rent out. They had a stripper pole in it, flat screens. This isn't like 2010. I worked there for about 1.5 years. But I worked with this Mexican guy. He worked his ass off. He worked that job full time, and then in the morning, he would leave there to go work another full-time job. I mean, this guy worked 2 full-time jobs and was saving his money he had land in Mexico. And he would just work his ass off and pile his money up because he had like 6 kids and a wife. And his goal was he's probably in Mexico now. His goal, he was like 5 more years, I'm out of here. He's like, I'm gonna go live on my land in Mexico and retire. And yeah, he's probably been there a while already. But the guy worked his ass off.
Yeah, he probably put it all. He put it all away, and then he built whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah, because the money back then, American money, was worth like triple of what it's worth in Mexican.
Well,
money.
I remember it was 1,000 to 1 pesos per dollar. It was like 80. I don't know. Maybe it was like 93-ish. 1,000 to 1 pesos per dollar. I mean, even if you exchange it for like the weight, just for like precious metals or whatever. I mean, shit, a peso is the size of a quarter. 1,000 of them for $1? Hell yeah, I'll take that. Get a Mack truck.
Yeah, I hope that guy comes back with the Egyptian stuff.
Yeah, I think he was like, his name was like SBJ or something. I know it started with the S.
I think I left that video up. I'm gonna go back and watch it later because I remember what's his name was fucking talking over him, and
Well, he just decided he wanted to do what he wanted to do, and it was like, holy shit, I want to talk about the gypsies. But I watched it later. I rewatched it. Because I never really heard about the gypsies and stuff. And the nomads. I mean, that's a whole new thing to like look into. Could be interesting.
Yeah, the nomads. I'm totally into, for years, just digging and digging to find out who I am, like, you know, genetically, and where because I still have family in Germany over there, the Krauses and the Watzes.
Yeah.
There's still, I would love to find my ancestors over there and go fucking let them know.
That'd be great, but you know, you think about things and it's like, once you realize you've been programmed your whole life, you're like, what's me? What am I? You know what I mean? And these people
as a teenager, I was thinking that shit.
And I leave the house these days and I'm like, holy cow, nobody knows that they're programmed. They have no idea that at all.
That's the scary part.
Yeah, you know, you sit there and something happens and two people say the same thing. It's like, hello.
You tell people the sky's being sprayed and they want to argue with you and say we're crazy. But, you know, just like the vaccines, we try to warn people over and over, but nobody listened, man. And not just that, many other things we try to speak to people about, and come to find out we were on point. But,
well, the thing is what are you supposed to do? Just shut the hell up, or you supposed to try to tell them, or what are you supposed to do? I mean, what is it?
I don't know. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't, man.
Yeah. I got some family, they're super religious, and it's like, dude, you got trick fucked, and they're like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you? It's like, okay, never mind. Sorry about it.
It's this guy right here. He said the general population doesn't know what's happening, and it doesn't even know that it doesn't know.
And if it did know, it doesn't even care. It doesn't care. They don't care. They don't give a shit. You try to tell them they don't know, and they're like, they don't give a damn. They're like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, rational thinking's out the window. Like you tell people, you say, you know, killing animals is wrong and eating them. They say, well, the Bible said it's okay. That's why God. There's no rational thinking. If the Bible says it's okay. It's what it is. They don't want to think outside that book.
Yeah. Well, if they all get trick fucked by a covert narcissist, they'll figure it out quick.
Look at these pictures, Craig. They were found in Epstein's place there. And this is Clinton. He's got
jeez.
He's looking good. And then look at this. You got George Bush like a child playing with airplanes, if you know what I mean. Airplanes, right? Out of anything he could play with.
I don't know. Billy Boy's looking pretty sexy.
Yeah, these guys are narcissistic weirdos. But that's their life. They got to live with it, not me. This is a sign that was in the WW. Remember the Twin Towers in wrestling? This is back in the 80s. Somebody was holding this up in the crowd.
I wish Naga was here. I'd like to ask about the Haiti kid. He's some midget who ran around under the ring. You remember that guy?
What was it again?
The Haiti Kid. It was when Hulk Hogan and the Junkyard Dog were like teamed up.
The Junkyard Dog. I remember him.
Anyway, he was some like midget, like the guy in what's that Showtime thing with the dragons? He was just some midget. And and it was when they had a Saturday Night Main Event, and somebody grabbed his shirt, and they grabbed his shirt tail, and he made it all the way to the other side of the ring. Like his shirt tail stretched that far.
Yeah, I don't know where Naga is, but I probably said, I don't know, whatever. Yesterday I was saying some things, but I don't care, man. You know, I was calling out some melanated scumbags. And my point is, I'm just going to say this. All I listen to when I go to other people's channels is the white man, the so-called white man that I've never seen. But anyway, that's all they talk about. But if I bring up a piece of shit that isn't white, I get slack for it. But, and like I always say, just pieces of shit everywhere, man.
Well, next time to deflect the situation, just say vinegar, please.
Umar Johnson, I don't like that dude, man. He's such a scumbag. All those guys create these scams to rob people. Like, he told all the people he's going to build a school and scammed millions of dollars. But he's not the only one. There's tons of them. They come in all shapes and shades.
That's the scary point. He's not the first one to do that. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
When you donate to a situation, your money ain't getting there. I remember back in the mid 90s, I had this guy, and he was going. He was a telemarketer, and he won a contract for the California Municipal Motorcycles Fund. And he was pissed off at this guy because they wanted a 90-10 split, and he wanted an 85-15 split. And he wanted to keep the 90% and only give the other guy that was giving him the contract 10. So how much money was going to the California Municipal Motorcycles Fund, right? 3%? You know what I'm saying? What the hell is that? You kidding me? I mean, if he was going to make 90%, you still there?
Yeah. I just put the AC on. That's why I muted
up.
Oh,
okay.
It's freaking hot in here. I had to put it on.
Yeah. He wanted 90% of every dollar he collected, and the other guy had to get some money out of the 10%. So how much out of that 10% was going to the cops? 3, 2, 1?
Shit, the police.
We don't care. We're just getting money.
Police are one of the biggest drug dealers, man.
Well, they're the syndicate, man. They're the shit. You can't fuck with them. But yeah, he didn't take the contract because he only wanted to give 85% commission. I only get 85%. I don't get 90. Oh, forget it. That's not good enough for me. So how much was going to the police? Ridiculous. And he used to say, yeah, I used to call these people and they'd be like, fuck you, cop, go to hell. And I was like, oh, and he's like, I was like, holy shit, I can't believe they're so pissed off and whatnot. And it's like, now every time I get a call like that, I tell them that shit. Fuck you, cop.
Yeah, cops are the biggest snakes ever. And they're one of the greatest fishermen, too. They're not there. Like, I just don't get criminals. You know, when cops question you, don't say nothing. That's it. They're not there to help you. They're to fuck you over.
The cops say, come on, man. Just make it easy on yourself. Just tell us. Come on, just make it easy on yourself, Chuck. Come on, just tell me. Come on. Let me know. You know, if you lie to us, that's going to be a problem. So just tell us. Tell us everything. Just make it easy on yourself. Just give us some evidence so we can fuck you over later.
So we could write up a report.
Yeah, and don't think we hate you. We love you, Chuck. We love you. Just tell us about yourself.
We're just trying to help you. We're just trying to help you.
Exactly. We need to get the help where it comes from, you know.
Yeah, I don't trust no cops. I don't think any of them are good. If they have good intentions, a month or two later, they're completely, they're all gone. All the good intentions are gone because they're surrounded by scumbags. And I've noticed a lot of cops were fighting in the Middle East, so they bring those tendencies back. They think they're still fighting. Well, they are fighting a war. And I think a lot of these police they purposely hire soldiers that fought in the Middle East because they want that type of energy on the police force.
Yeah. That whole bullshit about freedom. No, you're a programmed Marine, you fucking asshole. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you, you fucking dickhead. You're a dipshit. Loser. Fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
It's called freedom for a reason.
I mean, you're programmed to say, hey, thanks for your service, but what? You're a retard. You volunteered to go to prison, asshole.
Look at this baby. Look at this boat. I think that's cement, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what that's made out of, but that's a beauty.
Wow. Are these boats like the things that strip the gold out and process it?
I don't know. I have no clue, but this is a beauty. It looks like a freaking castle. A little piece of I don't know. Like it's like a floating castle, for Christ's sakes.
Well, look at that thing. That thing could ram the fucking fiberglass boat and just destroy it. Look at it. Look at that.
Hey, Dean.
Concrete.
Come up, Dean. It's been a while. Dean's probably wrestling the Chupacabra.
Chupacabra, the goat suckers. Yeah.
I haven't heard about them in a long time. The Chupacabra. The whatever. The Chupacabra. I was watching selling T-shirts that say the Chupacabra back when I was in fucking middle school.
I had some video come across my feed the other day, Age of Truth, and it's got like this X-Files like tune going on it. And then you got these creepy guys like asking this guy questions. I mean, I watched it for about 30 minutes and I was like, okay, this is bullshit. I mean, it was like Coast to Coast on steroids. You ever listen to Coast back like 10 years ago?
I think so.
With George Norrie?
I might have.
And like somebody comes in and tells some total bullshit stories and he's like, oh, really? Go ahead. Really? Oh, is that what you think? Okay.
Look at this masterpiece. All right. I hear you, Dean. Hold up. No, I'm coming. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about these masterpieces. I found a lot of psych hospitals. Big, giant fucking castles, man, everywhere. Oh, that's Lucid. I thought it was Dean.
Astor House.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Wow, this is an old picture in the 60s, maybe. Look at this beauty. Wow. Hong Kong. That's in Hong Kong. Look at that building. Wow.
57 Chevy.
Oops. This, oh no, is it this one? Well, this is one of them. This is in England, I think. But this castle, insane asylums like this, just like in Hartford, that building I showed was an insane asylum. The one with the hourglasses. Look at this one. It's in San Bernardino, California. This is probably knocked down by now. But look at this beauty. Wow. Man, this is a huge castle. Look at all that. Jeez.
What kind of population supports all that building?
This thing is huge, man.
They're like, oh, there was only 3,000 people in the whole city. How the hell they fill up that building? What's going on there?
Right. And you mean to tell me people with horse and carriages built these? No fucking way, man. No way.
They built those while dragging the materials across rocks and shit.
What's up, Lucid?
Not much, man. Just chilling, dude.
Oh man, dude, your mutt's all pissed off.
Everything's all right. Marlene and Dean. Could always be better, but I'm just grateful to open my eyes and see another day. That's about it. I just lost 2 more friends in this last month. It's fucking insane. It's like, it seems every year a couple friends die or a couple people I know.
Yeah,
It's getting old.
yeah. People have been dying a lot around here, man.
Yeah, all the good people die, but these pieces of shit, nothing happens to them. We should have been fucking smacked those pieces of shit around. Locked. They need to be locked up. But we were raised in a generation where we were told to turn your cheek. Jesus will solve all the problems.
Yeah,
No
Jesus.
disrespect to Jesus if he existed, which I think it's allegorical, but
Yeah,
I think we're supposed to hold these people accountable. It even states in Genesis, if people want to use that book, King James book. King James, I heard, was a scumbag too, and he used to conjure up demons and shit. But anyway, we in Genesis, it says we're supposed to protect this earth, and that's what we have failed to do. We eat the animals,
yeah.
we fucking hunt them down, we litter and just shit all over Mother Earth, pollute all the water. Even if we don't do it personally, we let it slide and we let it be done, when I don't think we should. I think these people
now.
should be HUNG or fucking shot on sight.
Settle down now, Chuck. They only programmed 8 billion people. It's no biggie.
No
Settle
big
down.
deal.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
I
no
get
biggie.
amped up.
I mean, I can't believe that they don't know. And they won't know. And they won't even search to find out. They don't care.
I know.
What the hell is wrong with them? Oh, well, Jesus will be here next week. Fuck it.
Yeah. I make my jokes about Jesus, but there's a lot of good teachings in there. You know, I can't deny that. But a lot of those teachings to me are just common sense. You know,
Oh, yeah.
our mother and father should have my mother and my grandfather, my uncle and my aunt instilled those into me as a child. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I learned that when I was like 3 or 4.
I don't know. The thing I figured out is like Genesis in the beginning and whatnot. They're not talking about the earth. They're talking about you. They're talking about a person, the firmament, the skull. The shit's inside the skull, right?
The only temple the Creator dwells in is you. That's it. It says it right there. You are God, man. God is dwelling within you. The energy, the soul, and all that is the energy is everything, man.
You take the Bible
failed to
literally.
exist, so would we.
If you take the Bible literally, you're gonna fuck yourself up so hard. You will never figure out what the hell's going on. And that's where all them Christians are.
How come so many, you know what I've noticed too? All these, like so many Christians and Catholics turn to Satanism after they've been abused and raped and all this crazy stuff by these religions. They end up hating it and turn to the complete opposite, allegedly, Satanism. And some Same thing happens with Satanism. That happens with Christian and Catholic, and then it's like it's designed to keep you ping ponging back and forth.
Oh yeah,
All these religions completely
a torture chamber.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yep.
And they have no idea, and if you try to tell them about it, they will fight you till the end. So what do? Oh, well, I guess you'll never figure it out. Have fun dying.
Yeah. I just try to, like, wake up, be thankful, and just try to stay in a peaceful mind state, man. Like you said, Greg, like most people just don't give a fuck. Yeah, I find like-minded people on here, which is a very great thing. You know, I appreciate everyone that comes through here, even the trolls. I appreciate them too, because it allows me to realize I'm doing something right. But other than that, people honestly don't give a fuck. A lot of them talk the talk, but when it comes to walking the walk, they be like, my legs are broke.
I don't know. The thing I've noticed in life is the guys that they get fucked by their old lady and she like divorces them and stuff. They're like, okay, I'm going to go out there and rock the world. Instead of fixing themselves, they go out there and make more trouble than it's worth. They just fuck themselves over. And think, hey, yeah, all right, you got laid, sweet, yay.
If you want to come up, Dean, you're more than welcome. You know that. I guess Lucid left. He didn't even say none.
I want Dean to come up because I can feel that guy thinking. I can feel it, man. he's like, I can see his whole brain working just like my own, you know. It's like, okay, I got how you came to that conclusion. I get it.
Tommy said, you won't find very many like-minded people in the real world. They are mostly the walking dead. They just refuse to lay down. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
I said that in one of my rhymes. I said, we're like the walking dead without the body bag zipped.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, you were saying that you found somebody that was kind of thinking kind of like you, I think it was here. I haven't found anybody in reality that's like that, you know, going down the street where you just talk to them and they're like, oh, yeah, we're totally fucked. Everybody's brainwashed. Yeah. I'm looking for that person.
It's rare. It's very rare.
Yeah, I haven't found them.
I try to talk to people, man, and they look at me like I'm nuts.
Yeah, exactly. What's up with this fruit? What? We got hijacked? Huh? We're programmed? Get the hell out of here. You must be a Protestant.
I'm more like a Gnostic. But in reality, I don't really want to subscribe to any religion.
No.
Peace, that which is.
It's almost like it's just psychology. But the thing is, in my life, I've seen things that it's more than psychology. There's something more, and you can't deny it if you've seen it, right?
This whole reality seems fraudulent. It seems like it's becoming an illusion.
A goal of 1 billion? I could hang with that.
Like, I think a lot of time people's egos get in the way too. Like if people can't look past, say someone does something they don't like, you know, like people are easily, what's the word I'm looking for? They're easily
Triggered?
Yeah. If someone don't agree with how they see things, they get all bent out of shape. And, oh, fuck that person, man. But that's life.
Yeah.
People are supposed to disagree and see things different. To me, that's beautiful. Everyone's seeing things the same way. How would you ever see anything for your own self?
They get in the hive mind. The cult. The hive mind cult. And they think because they're in agreement that they're all right.
What's up, Karma? Good to see you here. Hold on, let me mark this.
Yep. The medical field makes money off you. They're not doing anything for you. They're doing it to you. I agree with that one.
They're not solving the problem. They're just treating it to keep you sick and make more money off you.
Oh yeah, they're working you down the line. Keep you alive. Not just keep you alive, but keep you alive and miserable. Look out, suckers!
Watching my mother deteriorate and get poisoned and die fucked me up, man. And it also taught me a lot, too. It sucks, though, that I had to go through that to learn a lot of things I know now. Especially about the FDA. They're full of shit. The FDA, they're just an illusion to make it look like they're doing something. If the FDA was really doing their fucking job, we wouldn't have poisoned food, period.
Yeah. Well, the FDA is a non-government organization, right?
Well, the only problem with YouTube is all the people in the beginning that said they're fighting the power are laying down. They even censored themselves.
Yeah.
I even censored myself a little bit, so I said, what the fuck am I doing? Like, it's to the point where they don't have to censor you no more. People are censoring themselves. I mean, most of these channels that, you know, if they were truly fighting the power, they wouldn't care about getting paid or monetized or not. They would speak their mind, you know. But I get it. People got bills to pay and all. But me, I don't know. I'm just cut from a different cloth. Not that I'm better than anyone. I just see things differently.
Yeah, I just go on Chuck's channel and say whatever the hell I want.
That's why I'm here. It's called free thinking for a reason. Hell yeah. That's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Do you go on Rumble or anything?
I have in the past. I'm going to buy a chip this week, man. I want to get a terabyte so I could download some other apps. I want to go on Rumble. I got a Rumble site. I just don't put nothing on it, and I really want to try to expand some of these pages I got. What is it? There's Rumble, then there's a couple other platforms. Damn, what's that other platform? Odyssey. I like Odyssey a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, all I deal with is like YouTube, Instagram, and one other one. What the hell is it? Can't think of it at the moment. Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat. And I only did that because my nephew and my niece were doing that, so I had to do it. But it's a pain in the butt to navigate on there, for me at least.
I'm fucking broke. Sucks. What's today? Monday the what? It's 28th already? Jeez.
28th?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna lose a whole mortgage payment in 3 days. That sucks. Did I just fall off? Oh, there it is.
Man. Poverty, living in the poverty areas used to be good because people used to mind their fucking business. Unless, I could see if a woman's being beaten or a child's being hurt, then yeah, you definitely step in and fuck some shit up. But other than that, man, back in the days, it seems there's so many Karens nowadays. I used to know this chick named Karen until she hit me and my man off. Now I call her Sharon.
Yeah, the losers use the cops as weapons. They just lie to them, and the cops, they believe them. I guess.
The MAID program. My friend, check this out. He had lung cancer. My friend Dan. This is in 2016. So he goes into one of these homes where they were going to put him on, I forgot what you called them. My mother was in one of these. They called, damn,
hospice?
It's where people go to die.
Hospice?
Hospice, yeah. So my friend signs over his life. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You haven't even fought back. You're just giving up. He goes, yeah, they're going to pump me full of drugs and I could die in peace. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking at these nurses like, I was confused. I'm like, this is legal? Where people could just sign their life over and you could pump them full of fucking drugs and they'll die in peace? Like, people would just give up. It's because they listen to these fucking piece of shit doctors. I don't trust them. I don't know,
dude. Maybe he was onto something. Let's get the hell out of here.
I don't know. I just can't give up.
No.
I won't let
Yeah.
these people get one up on me. But yeah, even in America, you could sign your life over and they'll pump you, put you to sleep in peace, I guess. Not only will they poison you, they'll poison you, suck you dry of all your bank, and then kill you.
Well, that organ donor shit, when you check that box, they got to keep you alive to harvest your shit.
Oh, man.
They can't do it out of a dead body.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
True.
That's fucked up. Oh, yeah, just take my liver. Fuck it. I'm dying. Yeah, back in 2020, I thought all this shit was going to be over by now. I thought the world was going to get its head out of the ass or whatever, man. I can't believe how long it's taken. I can't believe how little has been done. Like people figuring shit out. I mean, you just go strike up a conversation with anybody. It's like, oh, they don't know. They don't know they've been had. It's crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do about it, man. I mean, I'd like to see it just one day. Everybody figures it out, but hell, it ain't ever gonna happen. It seems like we're toast. The medical system. Yeah, that's right. They can kill you, but you can't kill yourself. It's illegal.
Huh. I wonder why it's illegal to do that to yourself. It makes me wonder. Maybe you're right about that, Craig. They are onto something. If you unalive, bing bong, you're probably out of here free.
Well, around here they call it death by cop. You know, people like they get in a shootout with the cops because they want to die.
Yeah, I'm not unemployed, and I'm still in poverty. My rent just went up $1,000 in the shithole. I don't know how. I'm looking into law. For some reason, something ain't sitting with me right on that. I just can't see how that's legal to raise the rent that high. But every time I get a step ahead, I get pushed 6 steps back. So yeah, it is kind of damn near impossible to get out of a rut.
You need to figure out a way to get some government cheese. I don't know. I never got collected benefits from the government. Fuck them.
I wish I had some food stamps. I've had food stamps, man, 11 years. Probably longer than that.
Yeah.
The last time I got food stamps, I was just getting out of prison.
I need to get some beer stamps.
This whole system is going to the shitter. America used to be decent in the 90s. Ever since that September event, 9/11, this country went to the shitter. I hate
after 9/11, they propped up the economy. It seemed like it was good. It seemed like it was good till about 2005, 2006. And then everything just fell apart.
Yeah, I gotta jump off here in a little bit. I gotta go figure some stuff out. Shit.
Yeah, you know what I need to do today is I need to shave my dog's fur before he starts shitting on his fur. It's getting long. He's gonna get some shit fucking tied up in there. I know it. Any day now.
Some dingleberries.
Yeah.
Some dangleberries.
I soak him in the wash tub and to get rid of it. And he gets like pissed because I'm cleaning it out. And then afterwards he's like, thanks, man. But the whole time I'm fixing on it, he's like trying to bite my ass and shit, fucking me up.
Animals always bug out until you're done. And then they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Sorry I bit the hell out of your arms. I don't know why you were fucking with me. I only had shit in my ass. He's pissed.
Mm-hmm. Man. Amazing buildings. Let's see.
Is this all like Australia or?
I don't know where that was. Maybe Canada?
Huh.
Yeah, let me jump off of here. Go get this done. I appreciate everyone coming by.
All right, peace, chat. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, anytime, Craig, man. You're always welcome to come up. And peace to Lucid. I don't know what happened to Lucid.
He'll be back.
And peace to everyone in the chat. hope y'all have a great, prosperous day. And peace out, everybody.